Hello, everybody. We'll get started in a minute or so just to give people enough time to get on. But thank you so much for joining. I'll be back on in a moment. Thanks. Hi again, everybody. I am going to go ahead and get started. Just a little bit of housekeeping. We'll be using the chat box or question box to interact because we have a lot of people on the webinar with us. Can you please just shoot me a quick hello, or I can hear you? If you can hear me, that'd be great. So let me know that you can hear me just by either responding to my chat or, okay, I'm getting some responses. Great, wonderful. People can hear me. Great, great, great. So wonderful. It looks like everyone can hear me. And I'm going to go ahead and get started. Like I said, I want this to be interactive. However, we are interacting via the chat box. And so I will pause from time to time to ask if there's any questions, but really looking forward to hearing from all of you. And I will reply to your questions while I am online. And if I can't reply to a question right away because I need to investigate the answer, I'll let you know. And I will reply to you offline, or maybe respond to everybody with the response if it's something I think everyone's really interested in. Before we get started, let me show you something to encourage you to stay engaged throughout the webinar, and let you know of a little trivia question that we do at the end. So I have 45 minutes with you, and I'm going to take advantage of all of it. Be sure of that. So to encourage you to ask questions, make comments, have fun during the webinar, I am going to ask a question of each of you, all of you, at the end. And whoever is the first person to reply via the chat box gets this beautiful PIHRA Padfolio. It has our new logo on it, and we'll mail that off to you. So please stay engaged. All right, now I want to make some introductions. So my name is Lily Arguello. I'm here in the middle. I'm the membership manager. I joined PIHRA in 2014, and I was actually an organizational development consultant and a PIHRA member before I ever dreamed of coming on staff here. But I really love my job. I love working with you all, and definitely want to make sure that you all get the most out of your membership. And my right hand here on my right as well on the slide is Ellie Sett. So I'll let her introduce herself too.
Hello, everybody. Thank you again for joining us. My name is Ellie Sett. I'm the membership coordinator here at PIHRA. I've been here at PIHRA for about 3 years now. So it's been great. Yeah, time has been going by so fast, and it's been great. I love getting to know you. So please stay engaged. If you have any questions, I'm going to be interacting with you via the chat box, and Lily is also going to be pausing here and there. So please stay engaged, and I hope that you guys enjoy this webinar.
Yes, so Elisette is probably the first person that you're going to speak to when you call in our office. Please call us. I'm really good at email. I usually respond within 24 hours. And, oh, great. My computer's asking me to reset something. Okay, whatever. So we're really responsive. I'm very good at email, again, but you can call me, call Elisette. If you call the main line, she's the one that's going to pick up the phone. We want to, work through anything or any questions or challenges you're having. Also on this slide is Dylan Robertson. We are, as an association, we're primarily volunteer-led. We're the largest SHRM affiliate in the nation, so we do have a pretty strong staff. We have 10 people on staff now, but we have a great board. And Dylan Robertson is my liaison to the board as the chair of the membership committee. And he's great. He's very accessible. And actually, his term is up, so we have a new appointment coming in after the conference. I'll tell you all about the conference. I'm really excited about the conference. But so what's also important about Dylan and about volunteer leadership is that you can be a volunteer leader too, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as we move forward. So what's PIHRA's mission? Let's see if I can get to this slide here. We were created to engage, elevate, and serve the human resource community in California. And we do that through professional development. We're really excited about our innovative program innovations that we've started coming out with in 2018. We also are very proud of the networking opportunities that we provide here locally. We have the largest local HR community in, I believe, the world. So if you want to meet HR professionals and natural partners to the HR profession, this is where you're going to do it. And I'll show you a map of all of our chapters. We have 17 chapters. So yeah, this is pretty much the place if you're an HR professional. Here's some key players. So I'm just introducing you to PIHRA at this moment. Before I introduce you to these beautiful people, let me give you a little bit of history on PIHRA. We were established in 1944 by a group of personnel managers. That's what we were called, HR managers were called back in 1944. And they got together in downtown Los Angeles, was their first meeting, and they wanted to discuss the future of the HR profession. What sort of education did HR or industrial relations folks needed? Were there certifications that could be created? How were we going to connect with other HR professionals to discuss the needs and the experiences that we're having? So they decided to establish PIHRA. Back then, they called the association the Personnel and Industrial Relations Association, so PIRA, PIHRA. Obviously, we've evolved since then, and now we're Professionals in Human Resources Association, PIHRA. So I'm really proud of our history, and at this point in the presentation, I like to say that we were established, I think it was 4 years before SHRM. So I think you all should be familiar with SHRM, but SHRM is the Society for Human Resource Management. They're much larger than we could ever be. Now we're affiliated to them. But yeah, I always like to say we were started before then. So, and they were started, I believe, in the Midwest, maybe Ohio. That I have to check the facts on that, but definitely somewhere in the Midwest. All right, key players. I mentioned that we're primarily volunteer-led. Patty Ann Sprinkle here on this slide is our 2019 president of the PIHRA Board of Directors. She has held many PIHRA volunteer roles. She was the chair for several years at PIHRA Antelope Valley. She has over 30 years of experience in HR. She recently retired, so the last two years she's really spent a lot of time with PIHRA. She's helped us through a restructure of the board, developing a strategic plan. She's awesome, also very accessible. So let me know if you'd like to reach out to her. I can give you her email address. Rafael Rivera is our fearless leader here at the staff level. He's the executive director. He now has been with PIHRA for, I believe, 8 or 9 years. And I really credit him for taking our conference to the next level. It was called the PIHRA Annual Conference before he got here. Now it's rebranded the California HR Conference. And we serve people from all over the world at our conference, and he really put together a great team here, a great staff. So I'm not just saying that because I'm on his staff, but we're just really a great team. So that's a little bit about some of the key players. How about you guys? What makes up our membership? So right now we're a little over 4,500 members. They represent 2,500 companies. 34% of our members are at the HR manager, HR generalist level. 33% are at the HR director and above level. And then we also have a group that I want to note here. We call them service providers. Right around 11% of our membership base are service providers. So those are those natural partners to the HR function. They are benefit brokers, financial advisors, staffing folks, recruiters. We have health and wellness folks. So they are great connectors. You may meet them, and just a great people to know. So the top 3 industries represented by our members are the manufacturing industry, consulting, and then healthcare. Here we go. 32% currently of our members are currently HR certified through HRCI, which stands for the Human Resource Certification Institute, or SHRM. SHRM, you should all be aware, SHRM in 2015 came out with a certification called the SHRM CP and SHRM SCP. So our folks are mostly certified by those 2 agencies. We have some folks that have other certifications, like I think there's some compensation certifications, but this 32% is that SHRM or HRCI certification. Great. I don't see any questions, so I'll keep going for now. PIHRA benefits. Some of you are PIHRA members, some of you are not, and that's fine. I really encourage you to attend some PIHRA meetings. And right now we're having a trial membership. I'm going to get to that in a second. There's a couple of days left. So the good news is that there's a couple of days left. The bad news is that there's a couple of days left. So I'm not sure how quickly we'll be able to get you access to some of our online tools, but our online tools are worth the $125. The good news is if you do become a trial member, you at least get a savings on the annual fee to become a member. So I think what really distinguishes PIHRA is our programs. We have our 17 chapters have monthly programs, plus we have an awesome PIHRA legal update every January. And I'm going to talk your ear off in a moment about the California HR Conference coming up this month. What are we, 18 days away? We're really excited here about the California HR Conference. So please ask away. You still have time to register. But I mean, our programming is really second to that, and we're coming out with new innovations all the time. I'll tell you a little bit about Real HR in a moment. Also, I talked to you about the networking. When I talk to our members and I tell them, I ask them, what's your top 3 reasons that you stay a PIHRA member? And more often than not, if it's not the professional development, they say it's the relationship building. This is where you're going to build your HR board of advisors. I was in organizational development as a consultant. A lot of my clients were HR folks. It's lonely being in human resources. I get it, because you're dealing with a lot of confidential information. You're dealing with human beings. You can't really share a lot of information. So it's hard to share within your organization. That's why you need to get that network outside where you could talk in general terms, get to know people you can trust. They're having the same experiences as you are. So you want to share those experiences and find what those pitfalls were and where people had problems and where they had successes. And this is where you're going to find it. So really, it's about that community that you build. And if you don't build it with PIHRA, please build it somewhere. Find some sort of community for yourself. I get it. You might not all want to become PIHRA members, but you know, I do encourage you to join some organization or association to build your community. Also, save time and money. We have this awesome, it's called the PIHRA Workplace. It's powered by ThinkHR. If you haven't heard of it, I'd be glad to spend some time afterwards or send you some info. But PIHRA, ThinkHR has this platform that we provide for our members with the membership. There's no additional charge. They have legal summaries, webinars, templates on policies. They have an employee handbook builder for all 50 states. All 50 states are included. But the big wow is that it also includes what we call PIHRA Learn, and that is an enterprise-wide learning platform. You can train all your employees online. It includes AB 1825 sexual harassment training for supervisors. That's mandatory, and the new, I think it was new this year, SB 1343, mandatory training for all employees. So you could train them for free, basically, for $150 or $125 a year with your membership. So that's a big wow. You're going to save money. You're going to save time. Your bosses and your peers are going to think you're a superstar. Yeah. So I can't talk enough about the benefits of becoming a member. This is the information about our trial membership. It's a free 40-day trial membership. It ends August 14th. So that's what I was saying. You have a couple of days left. If you want more details or you have any questions, let us know. Find out more at PIHRA.org/PIHRA45. By the way, we're going to email you this deck in PDF form, 20 minutes after we finish. So don't be concerned that you're not getting this all down. Let's talk about professional development, learning at PIHRA. As a member, you're going to save at least $15 per monthly meeting. And I don't know if you'll see in a bit where our chapters are, but each of our chapters have a monthly meeting. It's an additional cost to attend the monthly meetings, but there's a networking component, there's usually a meal, and then there's an hour and 15 minutes worth of professional development. So if you are HR certified, for example, this is a great place to get your HR recertification credits. It's also, they have different topics all the time, ranging from employment law to dealing with disgruntled or difficult employees, to corporate culture, to recruiting, to you name it. They're going to have it on there. So all you got to do is, I'll show you where you'll go later on, I think, to find out these meetings. But you also get member rates at the California HR Conference and Legal Update. So I told you I was going to talk your ear off a little bit about the California HR Conference. Anyone on the webinar attending? Let me know in the chat box or the question box if you're going. Are people going?
People are going.
Oh, what happened? Yay! Okay, I'm so excited. If I haven't met you, please stop by the PIHRA. Yes! Yay, yay, yay! Jennifer, Jessica, Amy, Helena. All right, come visit me at the PIHRA, and Elisette at the PIHRA booth. We've just redesigned our booth, so it's going to be awesome. But let me tell you a little bit about the conference. We work from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., but it's still our favorite time of the year, which I guess we're insane. So we are kicking off the conference this year on Sunday, August 25th. There's going to be some learning sessions. I think Jonathan Siegel's doing a California law session. I don't know the topic, but we could find that for you. We also are doing a sneak peek at PIHRA Real HR at the conference on Sunday. I'm really excited. This is the first time we're doing it. We launched hashtag Real HR in 2018. It's been a success. We've had one of our sessions, we had over 175 people. This, on Sunday, the 25th, the topic is going to be unapologetically toxic, how culture impacts your organization's long-term success. Plus, we have receptions. We have a comedy show with Al Madrigal on Sunday. He's from The Daily Show with Jon Stewart. Also just realized that he was an HR person for 10 years. So we're wondering why his front man didn't tell us that. But he's going to probably have interesting take on his comedy that night. Oh, great. Yes, Esther. Excited. I know Lepros folks. So welcome. Yes, we have exhibitors. So Esther, who's on the webinar, is from Lepros. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Yeah. So we have over 250 exhibitors at our expo, starting on Monday, going to Tuesday. They're fantastic. Those are those folks that I call our natural partners. Please meet them. They're great connectors. A lot of them are HR certified or have a background in human resources. They are sponsoring a lot of the receptions. Anyway, I can't talk enough about our sponsors and our expo partners. You have to go check them out on Monday. Also on Monday, best-selling author Daniel Pink will be taking the big stage. He's going to talk about the science of perfect timing. Really excited about that because, lately I've been doing some meditation and affirmations, and it really helps me be a better professional. So I'm really interested in how he talks about timing and making decisions. And so apparently when we leave that presentation, we're going to have a whole new look on life and career and really feel energized. So I'm really excited about hearing Daniel Pink. On Tuesday, we have a newly created, I think we started it last year, but really excited about this year, the CHRO Summit. So if you're a senior level HR person or know one, there's various sessions going on for business credit. And one of the sessions is a living room style chat called the CFO-CHRO Dynamic, Unlocking a Vital Relationship. And that's, we've been talking about that sort of conversation for a long time. There's always a little bit of friction between HR and CFO, and so they're going to talk about how to build that relationship into a more trusting one, and what tools need to be shared. So yes, thank God you all are going. What else? Oh, Tuesday night we have a big party. If you like to have fun, HR people like to have fun. And we're going to have a blast Tuesday night, too. We have, what is it called? Ezra Ray Hart. Ezra Ray Hart is a superstar band. And if you're my age, then you'll remember Sugar Ray from, I forget what the band was, but that's going to be so much fun. So lots and lots of fun. If you're not planning on going, you may want to think about it. We also have expo passes. If you don't have a training budget, right now, the cost for PIHRA members is $899 for really 4 days. It includes, I don't think it includes breakfast. It includes coffee in the morning, a great lunch, and then some of the receptions, and the comedy show, and the concert on Tuesday night. If you can't afford that, we also have an expo pass. I believe it's $25 a day. Our expo is fantastic. There's learning sessions at the expo too. So anyway, if you have questions about getting to the conference, drop me an email at membership@PIHRA.org and we'll find a way to get you there. I have a question. Okay, currently a student. What's the best thing that I can get from this conference? Gosh, there's 80 learning sessions, Emma. There's we learn anything from California law. If you can't afford to go to the 3 main, days, I would go to the expo. We have a career zone at the expo. We have an HR business expo stage. And basically the expo stages are during the longer breaks from the concurrent sessions, and they're like 10 to 15-minute high-impact presentations. So a lot of people to meet. You'll want to, if you're a student and not working, you're going to want to meet people in HR because you might just meet your next boss or someone that's going to lead you to your next job. So if those are not enough reasons to get you to the conference, call me and we'll chat. I think there might be an affordable way to get you there. It's a great place. We just great place to build relationships and to learn. All right. If you're not certified, talking too much already. Okay. If you're not certified, you can get certified the week before the conference. We have certification prep courses. So you're not getting certified, you're preparing to be certified, clarification. You can prepare for the APHR, PIHRA California, PIHRA, SPHR, and the SHRM CP and SHRM SCP. Follow this URL if you want more information on that. I think registration is still open for that, yeah. Legal update. So if August is too soon for you, start planning for January. We're going to be in 5 locations this year. Wow. So we start on January 22nd in Riverside. So it's kind of like a little tour, basically. It's the same, something's advancing for me, sorry. So it's the same, more or less the same sessions. We'll be in Riverside on the 22nd, La Jolla, San Diego County on the 23rd. Anaheim will be there on the 28th, and Burbank January 30th. We'll have a half-day seminar in Palm Desert on the 15th. Anaheim and Burbank are our largest. This is where you're going to get a refresh on everything California law. You want to get it from the people who live in California. So, and we've been doing this, God, I think this is our 60th year doing legal updates. So a lot of our members, they say, they stay with us because of legal updates, and they also get their employment law digest for the year through this legal update. So yeah, we also have online learning opportunities. So we have the PIHRA learning management software. You can hear recorded sessions of conferences, our past conferences, our legal updates, HR talent and tech. We also host free webinars from time to time, mostly every other month. It's free for PIHRA members. You can access those here. You can also, if you're not a member, you can also access it. If you have any difficulty accessing it, which I get that it can be kind of tricky getting there, you can call Lisa. She knows how to do it. Or call our programs team. They'll be delighted to help you as well. Okay, I talked about networking and the importance of networking. It's really important. If you guys didn't realize this, let me tell you, the Bureau of Labor and Statistics, I think that's what they're called, something like that. But they have a statistic out there that basically goes, is as follows. What they've discovered is that, and this percentage keeps growing, 80% of the people who find a job get it through their network. So I don't want to discourage you, but you could fill out all those online applications that you want to your heart's content. You could play the volume game, but you're going to get the job of your dreams through the people in your network. And the best way to do that is by people getting to know you and your work ethic, and that they can trust you, and that you're bright, and you're a continuous learner, and you only do that by being present. And so it's hard for me to get out there too. So I have to set a goal for myself. At least once a quarter, I go to a networking event, or I go to an event that a colleague invites me to, or I even call an old college friend or high school friend. I do something, because if not, I would just kind of be a hermit at home. I'm really shy. I know it doesn't sound like it, but I do get uncomfortable having to talk to people. So it's just getting out there. It's just, my career has been making presentations and speaking to people. And once I'm there, I really love it. It's just hard to get started. So I get it. If you want to go to a networking event and are feeling uncomfortable, please email me. Email Elisette. She has contacts, but email me, because I will connect you with someone. If I'm not going to the event, I'll connect you with someone that is going to be at the event that will connect you with other people, because I understand. Okay. I told you I was going to share with you our footprint. So when you become a member, you will select, here we go, you will select a preferred chapter. I'm going to highlight some things for you here on the slide. But you don't, as a member, you can go to any of our chapter meetings. So, and still get the member price. You just have to tell them, hey, I'm a member. You'll want to probably register online to get the member price, because each chapter will have a different roster and will have their own roster, but you're still eligible for the member price. So we go as far north as Antelope Valley. This group meets out of Palmdale. They're a smaller group. And then we have Santa Clarita. They meet out of Santa Clarita, I think. And then Ventura County, they meet out of Camarillo at a really nice country club. We go as far south as, and you probably can't see this very well, it's Southwest Riverside is what we call that group. They meet out of Temecula, and you can't see this. We go all the way east to a group called PIHRA Coachella Valley. They meet out of Desert Hot Springs. And then we have PIHRA West LA. They kind of move around just because, I don't know if you're from West LA, but it's pretty congested there. So they'll have meetings in Brentwood and Santa Monica sometimes, in Culver City. I think next week on the 15th, on Thursday, they have a mixer in West Hollywood. Let's see what else. South Bay is a great group. They meet out of Hawthorne. South OC is our largest chapter. They have over 700 members. And if you want to meet a lot of people, I think they're a great group. But each of their meetings, you can count on meeting between 60 to 100 people, or having 60 and 100 people in the same room with you. So they're a very big group. Los Angeles, downtown LA, we call it PIHRA LA. They meet out of the City Club. They're our second largest chapter. But I think just because of the congestion of downtown, they have smaller meetings. I don't see any questions. Any questions about our chapters or how to get connected or who's who? Let us know. I think that for you to find a home, it's always best to go to a couple meetings. Each chapter has its own culture. And so you may not feel quite connected with one chapter, so you can go to another chapter, and you could always change your preferred chapter as well. So yeah, check them out at PIHRA.org/chapters. I'll keep going. I talk about connections a lot. So we have 17 chapters, and we have 3 specialty groups. I think there's a question. Oops, I have to erase my stuff. Hold on a second. Sorry, let me erase my. But we have 3 specialty groups, and so there are all kinds of ways of getting connected. So this slide is just connect as many places as you can. We have monthly meetings, seminars, conferences. We have the PIHRA Real HR, which is this new program we've put out actually on the headquarters side. Usually we'll partner with a chapter, and it's in the evening. Most of the monthly meetings are either early in the morning or lunch. Some of them are having more social. Near your home, near your work, but you could always change that. So yes, we do ask that you select one, but please know that you could always change it.
We have another.
Sure, go ahead. What's the question?
On the website, I saw some Cal State universities have PIHRA groups of well. Can you discuss these?
Yeah, so we've been growing our student chapters. I apologize. I should probably talk about student chapters a little more in this presentation. So we have 9 group. So our student chapters, they work pretty autonomously. Most of our chapters do. They're quite autonomous. But Cal State LA, for example, has a connection with the PIHRA Los Angeles Professional Group. We also have a student group at Cal State Fullerton. We're just starting a new one at University California Irvine. Where else? Cal Poly Pomona, Cal State Long Beach, Cal Lutheran University. So we have 9 of them. But feel free to contact me offline. If you have any specific questions, I'd be delighted to go through that with you. I'm really passionate about what our youth is doing, so hopefully that answers that. Yes?
And one more.
Okay.
I'm currently on a trial basis. Can I go to a meeting while on trial?
Yes, you should go to a meeting, well, because you get the member rate while you're a trial member. That's one of the benefits of being a trial member, is that you can get the member rate to go to the meeting. So register like before the 14th. It might take us a day or two to kind of toggle that off where we don't get the member rate. But even if it's a meeting in September or November, as long as you register before August 14th, you'll get the member rate. Yes, you just cannot register for the California HR conference at the member rate during the trial, or the prep courses. That we don't allow, sorry. So hopefully that answers that question.
That's it.
All right, great questions. All right, so 3 specialty groups. How am I doing on time? Okay. PIHRA Foundation is one of our partner groups. They are their own 501c3, so it's definitely a separate entity, but we try to work closely with them. They raise funds to offer members and HR professionals who are not members scholarships and programs to, that serve the community. So for example, they grant HR certification scholarships in the spring and the fall. The fall scholarship deadline for that is on November 15th. It opens up October 4th. So just go to this URL, PIHRA Foundation. And if we have we just redid our website, so we're still updating our URLs. But if you go to PIHRA.org, find PIHRA-chapter/PIHRA-Foundation, and I will send this to you. You'll get more information on them. So if you're interested in a scholarship, they also do, if you're getting a degree, I believe they also provide scholarships for people trying to get their HR degree. They offer 2 stipends to attend the California HR conference if you are not working. So those are for people who are in transition. That deadline was over on July 4th, but for next year, it opens up at the end of May and ends the first week in July. They also do fundraising, so they're hosting this great silent auction at the California HR conference this year. If you want to donate an item, please let me know. I'll get you connected to them. It'll give you exposure to over 2,800 HR professionals and natural partners, and they raise, gosh, I think between $18,000 to $20,000 at the conference, so they're a great group. Okay, Club PIHRA is another great group. It was founded by one of our past presidents, Terry Kalasa, and who we recently lost. I didn't want to bring in anything up sad, but I don't know. Very, very wonderful man. But Club PIHRA is for HR professionals who are responsible for that corporate party that you have to put on, the employee recognition events, the summer picnic, the Christmas party. So once a quarter, they might be on a little bit of hiatus right now because there was a loss in the leadership, but They mostly meet quarterly. They have a partner fair during their meeting, so they'll connect you with venues, event coordinators, caterer, anything you'll need, and they have a meal, and they usually have it at a really fun event, so at a really fun venue. So the last one was at Los Alamitos Racetrack. They've done it at Santa Anita. They've gone to Magic Mountain, downtown, what is it called? House of Blues in downtown Disney. So they're just, they put the fun in HR, so they're just a great group. And I'm really proud of this last group here, PIHRA Young Professionals. So if you're a student, any of the students out there, this is a great group for you. They exist to engage, equip, and encourage young professionals who are actively working in or are interested in human resources. They're having an event at the California HR conference. So say, for example, you can't attend the conference, you could attend this evening event. It's on Monday, August 26th at 6 p.m. at the Hyatt Regency Long Beach. I think you can go to PIHRA.org/calendar and register for the event, right? Yes. Yes. I just saw it today. I don't know what I'm talking about. Yes, you can go there. I think it's around $20. It's low cost. And the topic is Networking 101. And I hear it's a great speaker. I forget her name. So you can do that as well. Follow them on Twitter at PIHRAYP. They have a LinkedIn group. I think there's a way I'll show you in a bit where you can get signed up to get their email notifications. Actually, if you could write to them, if you go to www.PIHRA.org/stayinformed, you could sign up to receive email notifications about any chapter meeting that is of interest to you. So I think Elisette will put that in the chat box for you. I talked about volunteering. Please, if you're not volunteering with PIHRA, please volunteer with a community organization that you're passionate about. PIHRA is a real low-risk way to volunteer and hone your leadership skills and kind of tighten up any of those skills and taking it back to the office. It's also a great way to get to know people and gain visibility in the HR community. I have a gal who was a student at Cal State Fullerton. She actually helped establish the PIHRA student chapter at Cal State Fullerton, became active in the PIHRA South OC chapter. If you don't know her name is Sheer Best. Look for her at the conference. So she got a job through her connections at PIHRA, ended up, it wasn't quite what she was looking for, then got her dream job through a contact at PIHRA. So I know PIHRA works for people. Sheer Best is my poster child for that, and that's very current. We just established Cal State Fullerton in 2 years ago, 2016, 2017. So lots of ways to volunteer. If you're interested, let me know or check it out at this website. Okay, I only have a couple minutes left. Join us. Please set on your calendar to go to one of our events. These are socials or webinars that are free for PIHRA members. Please go. There's one happening next week. If you're young YP, anyone could go to the YP event. Please sign up. It'll be interesting for you. Just know there'll be more younger folks there. So, don't want to be transparent. There's also a November 14th. We do a lot of socials at the beginning of the year. We'll see, in the fall, we'll do some. I know I'm planning one in San Diego, in the Encinitas, Carlsbad area, which I have to get off the ground still. So please go to an event. Online tools. This is what we do have folks that get a little hung up on trying to access our online tools. Please don't get hung up. Call us. I will walk you through it. Lisette will walk you through it, and we'll send you instructions as well. You get PIHRA Comply. This is that compliance center. It has a state that I was telling you about, a state handbook builder for all 50 states, a job description builder, a compensation analysis tool, performance management analysis tool, hundreds of forms and templates in there. You got PIHRA Live. You can call a senior certified HR professional and ask a question, and they get back to you both with written documentation and anything you need. Just to have another resource and place you can call. This PIHRA Learn, this is a big wow. This is where you're going to get a lot of value for your membership. You can train all your employees. You have back-end access. It will grant them certificates after they finish an online course. You can comply with AB 1825 mandatory training with it. So if you have any trouble, do not hesitate to email me at membership@pihra.org or call anytime. We also have this great 6-month benefit. So you sign up, and it's a career transition benefit. I am running out of time, but you can look for it at pihra.org/career arc. It has all kinds of great workshops in there on how to build a resume, how to search for a job. It has job search and information on employers in there. You can put it a profile, and it'll push information to you. It's pretty awesome. Okay, last but not least, here are ways to connect. Please get connected with our community. I realize that you might not be able to become a PIHRA member. I want you to become a PIHRA member, but you don't have to be to connect with us. So please stay connected with us. And I don't see any other questions. Please know that you can always reach out. And I will be sending this deck out to you all. Before you guys all go, though, the trivia question. I think I said this. So who's the first person that could tell me the year in which PIHRA was established? Emma. I think it was Emma. Emma, you won. Thank you so much, you guys. Emma will email you to make sure we're sending the Padfolio to the right place. Thank you so much. We were established in 1944. 1944. We're 75 years old. We've been around for a while. Thank you so much. You've been great. I look forward to meeting you at the conference. Please email me or call us if you have any troubles or have any questions. Have a great afternoon. Take care.